All right, easy drill. So grab all your wedges. So I've got margaritas. I've got 50, 54, 60, and I've also got my pitching wedge. So I'm gonna grab one ball per club, okay? So I got 4 balls. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna drop them from knee height now. But you're gonna start with your lowest lofted club. So grab your pitching wedge, and you've gotta go through full routine to the same pin with all 4 clubs. So we're gonna learn, and it's gonna help you be creative. So now I've gotta hit a pitching wedge, right? And I'm gonna go through my full routine, make my practice stroke, got my landing spot. And I'm just gonna hit a little chip, which is terrible. And then I go to my next club. So now I'm gonna go up to the 50. Same thing, make my practice stroke. I've got my landing spot, hit a little chip. Then I go to the 54. I do that same thing. So rather than just dumping a bucket of balls and hitting a ton of shots, you're gonna hit 4 shots, grab those golf balls, go to a different spot, do it again. You do it again, you do it again. In 30 minutes, you have hit 100 shots, and then you'll be able to tell us, okay, I'm bad with this club, I'm bad from these lies, I need work on these clubs, or I'm really good with this one. That makes sense? Yeah. So you're gonna maximize your time, right? Because it's hot out, it's summertime, so we need to maximize our practice out here rather than just wasting energy and not getting better. Practicing with a purpose. That make sense? Yep. Let's do it. I think it's good too, this drill. It creates a lot of creativity as well. Like from here, that's why I asked them what would they normally do, and nothing wrong with hitting a putter or using your putter. But then all of a sudden you've got to hit 4 different clubs rather than the one that you would always choose on the course, and you create some creativity. It's almost like watching kids chip, right? When they're young, they're using any club they want, they're hitting tons of shots around the green. And that's kind of what we're doing. So then on the course, it breeds or brews that creativity, helps them kind of make their short game a little more versatile.
So another aspect is that like you actually have to think, right?
Right.
And so this drill is something that you have to be in that problem solving mode like we want during practice. Absolutely. And not just in that hit
right.
mode. So
and I think good practice, right? There's a difference between the block practice and random practice that you hear us talk about. And random practice is hitting different shots, using different clubs to different targets. And so if we can maximize our time out here, learn different shots, hit different clubs, going through your routine, I think they'll get better quicker. What do you think, T?
Agree. And I would tell you, what I'd like them to do after this is then take 3 golf balls and randomly scatter the 3 and have to get 2 out of 3 up and down, and do that 3 different times for 9 holes and try to get 6 out of 9 up and down. I mean, that's the gauntlet. That's what Lucas and I do, and Seth, a bunch of us. So I think that would be, I think that you combine this, so you've got the creativity and then you've got the stuff that they're going to actually have to do out on the golf course, right? And I mean, I love this because I think what you always find is, I guarantee you, a couple of these guys are going to find a club that they would never have used for this shot that they're way better at.
That's right.
With than the club that they use, and then they've learned a different shot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that a drill that they could do that would help them, in addition, kind of in conjunction with these 4 clubs, Jackson and I've done this a bunch, and that is to take 4 tees and put the tee in the ground where you think you need to land it for each club. And then you hit the ball trying to land it, close to that spot. So it does a couple things. It helps you start visualizing and picturing where a golf ball has to land with the different trajectories and different shots. And then it helps you develop feel. Start seeing if you're right. You start seeing, oh, okay, this is where I need to land my pitching wedge. So I think it's really good for developing feel and visualization around the green for where you need to land the ball. I think too many younger players, they just take a club and they hit it at the hole. Their target's the hole. And that's not the target. The target here is, where do you need to land the ball for it to end up at the hole? And to me, that's how good players think. That's how really talented players think. They're looking at where to get the ball on the green and let gravity and the slope or whatever funnel it to the hole. And doing this type of thing, these types of drills, helps develop that feel.